Y'all, I lied. You know how I said I was going to do a countdown of what I get done every day around my home and homestead until school starts? Well, I ain't doing that. I will do my best to post every day, multiple times a day if I can. But I am not about to do a countdown because my to-do list is so long, it's not going to end when school starts. So I might as well just show you every day what I get done. Sometimes it's a lot. Sometimes it's not much. Sometimes the best I can do is just like the normal cleaning. I try not to really put that on the to-do list unless that's all I got done. You know what I mean? Most of my like normal cleaning just stays in our daily routines. But I stay in a productivity mindset probably 95% of the time. I'm always trying to make progress, trying to get the next thing done. So I'm always working at something. On today's agenda of things that I got done, I started off with making up some kind of banana version of bread with applesauce because I made 55 pounds worth of applesauce and my kids now decide they don't like it. But I mean, I made a lot of applesauce for the sake of using it in recipes instead of oil. We have plenty of like apple pie filling, so I didn't need to do that this year. So I'll use all the other applesauce, but I had a half a gallon in the fridge thinking that they would eat it like normal, but only one of the 4 kids liked it. So turning it into something else because we are not going to waste food. So I just kind of like made up a banana-ish bread because we had bananas that were going to go bad recipe and use the applesauce instead of like butter or an oil. And then just for the sake of trying to be a fun mom, I put chocolate chips in it, which is not something I typically do. Also, I always save these butter wrappers, and then the only way I really use them when I do use them, and I don't save all of them, but the ones I save, the only way that I use them is to line my loaf pans, and it comes out perfect instead of using like parchment paper. And then I had this last bit of apples that I had to also finish making into applesauce. This was the second batch of applesauce. And this like little apple peeler, I love this thing. I use this for the pears too, and I couldn't imagine how much more work and effort I would have to do every year if I didn't. I did save all of my apple pits. I'm going to do something with them later, but they're in the freezer for now. That was the bread and the apples in the crock pot. And then all of those elderberry plants, the 2 that I pulled out, I cut down to little stems to try to root them. And then the last thing I got done was moving the chickens, which was a big task. So getting pigs, goats, and chickens moved back to back really relieved a lot of like my mental space. So I'm excited to see what else I can get done tomorrow now that I have that to do checked off on my list. I feel like I have so much more brain space to get even more things done. So check out what I get done tomorrow.